welcome to OLIS ASMR World. I hope we're all good today. So, you may have noticed that we have a change of scenery. Why, I hear you ask. Let me tell you. I'll tell you why. So, 10 o'clock last night, my dog, who had had all day to go into labour, decided to do it at 10 o'clock last night. She didn't actually start giving birth until about 4 o'clock this morning. She didn't finish till about 10 o'clock this morning. In the last 36 hours, I was about 2 hours sleep. The house is a bit of a madhouse at the minute, with the new puppies obviously. So, I've had to set up in my daughter's bedroom to record these next couple of videos today. One that'll go out today, one that'll go out tomorrow, and if I get a third one done, that'll be out Sunday. That would explain the Hogwarts Express sign in the background, the Negan poster and Glenn from Walking Dead, and the Walking Dead, the Fortnite calendar. That's because it's not my room. The only thing that's missing at the minute is the Harley Quinn picture, which I need to put over later on. But either way, we're going to go ahead and record this video now. This is part 3 of the 100 best footballers of 2018. On tomorrow, Saturday, we will have our true crime series starting, where we'll be covering Charles Manson, the crazy bastard. And Sunday, I've come up with a new idea for Sundays. Hang on guys, wait there. Sundays, sorry if that made a racket. On a Sunday from now on, as and when I can be asked, which I hope to do every Sunday, will be the most random videos you've seen on here. Like, the most random topics. Everything from, we're going to cover the Godfather trilogy, the movies, all about how the cast were chosen, all the trouble they had making the movie, all that sort of stuff. We're going to cover a story I found yesterday about in Oregon, in America, where they have in excess of $1 million worth of cannabis just gone spare. What they're going to do with it. We're going to cover Ellis Island, which is where the immigration centre is in America, where they take all the detainees. We're going to cover the history of Lego. Basically anything I find interesting. We're going to cover 25 most famous deaths in celebrities. All that sort of stuff, just random stuff. And it's going to be called Odds and Sods Sunday, because it's going to be so odd and random. That's what we're going to call it. And some of these will be longer videos, so they might only be 10-15 minutes. Just something to fill in your weekend. Anyway, let's go with today's video. So, this is going from number 60 to 40. But if you remember, number 60 we covered in the last video, and that was Gareth Bale in at number 60. So we're starting off at number 59, and another player from a Madrid team. That is Lucas Hernandez of Atletico Madrid. So we look. Has there been a better low-profile player than Hernandez over the last 12 months? Not content with helping Atletico clinch Europa League in May against Marseille, the city where he was born, he then kept the more widely feted Benjamin Mendy out of France's World Cup winning side and ended up as most observers pick as the tournament's best left back. Defensively diligent and more dynamic in possession than many give him credit for, the 22-year-old has taken significant strides towards being a worthy successor to France greats Manuel Amoros and Vicente Lizarazu in his position. I've seen bits of Hernandez. I saw him for France, obviously, at the World Cup. And yeah, he looks pretty good. I don't watch a lot of Spanish football. I try and watch some, but not a lot. What I have noticed, though, because I've been checking out the results and stuff every week, that Atletico aren't doing great. I'm not sure where they are in the league, but we are covering La Liga on Monday. The plan, we just done Bundesliga special Monday gone. La Liga this Monday, following Monday, Serie A, then Liga 1 in France, and then the Championship the week after. So something for everybody, unless you're a conference supporting team. I'm not covering that, I'm afraid. 58. Toni Kroos of Real Madrid. Kroos has never been a playmaker to be flustered, but he hardly covered himself life-saving rocket against Sweden, which looked to have tipped the scales in the Germans' favour. But otherwise, Cruz was as guilty as everyone around him in his country's botched trophy defence. At least, he still sets the standard for his club. Cruz isn't as deadly from set pieces as in previous campaigns, and is generally outshone by Ballon d'Or winner Luka Modric, but still helps to ensure that Los Blancos boast a classy engine room capable of going toe-to-toe with the world's best. He turns 29 in early January, and though his style lends itself to elite-level performance for many years to come, it must arrest Madrid's alarming decline. He must arrest Madrid's alarming decline in the second half of 2018-19. Well, there's a reason why they're after Christian Eriksen at Real Madrid, and I think they'll get him at the end of the season. He will take over from Luka Modric, and he could easily take that position on. Eriksen can. He's a great player. I see him quite often for Tottenham, as Tottenham are my second team. 57. Strange choice in my opinion. Jorginho of Chelsea. Maurizio Sarri was restricted to just a single permanent outfield signing in his first transfer window as Chelsea manager. But there's probably no one he would have wanted more than Jorginho. Okay, apart from Lionel Messi. The Italian metronome was the man who made things tick for Sarri at Napoli, starting 33 Serie A games last season as Napoli pushed Juve all the way. It hasn't taken long for Jorginho to become the Premier League's most prolific passer, managing 180 of them in a goalless draw at West Ham in September. Following his 43 million transfer, he started off well. He did start off well for Chelsea. I was thinking, bloody hell, they got themselves a right bargain here. But the last few months, or the last couple of months at least, I haven't really seen much of him. And he's not been getting the plaudits that he was getting before. 56. And this is a player I think Tottenham should go all out to get now that Harry Kane's injured for 2 months. It's Mario Mandzukic of Juventus. It's been quite a year for Mandzukic. The striker has won a league and cup double with Juve, scored in a World Cup final for Croatia, and secured his place in a new attacking trident alongside Dybala and Ronaldo. He got off to a fly this season too, equaling his admittedly paltry tally from last term with 5 goals by mid-November. Goals don't tell the whole story with Mandzukic though, and never have. There's a reason he stayed at the top in Germany, Spain and Italy without ever breaking the 20-goal barrier. Who did he play for in Spain? I have no idea. Was he at Atletico? I want to check this out, guys. Hang on. I hate not knowing things. Let's find out. Mandzukic teams. I feel it was Atletico, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure it was. Let's have a look. Sees. Oh, he left Bayern for Atletico. Stupid me. Back in 2014. Yeah, because Bayern brought in Lewandowski, didn't they? Mandzukic went to Atletico before moving on to Juve. The 32-year-old's phenomenal work rate, tactical flexibility and professionalism make him a coach's dream. Massimiliano Allegri has recognised his tactical importance too, with the Croatians' selfless link-up play helping those around him flourish. A near psychotic will to win helps too. I have a correction to make. Our Odds and Sods Sunday series might not start this Sunday. Everything went kaput in the last couple of days. So, I've been asked to start doing ASMR WWE again on the channel, where we'll go over pay-per-views and Raw and SmackDown once a week. And there's a fair few of you who enjoy the ASMR WWE, so I'm going to start that up again. So I've got to do a WWE video, and I wanted to do it this Sunday. I wanted to do it yesterday, Thursday, but I didn't get time. I wasn't very well yesterday, so I couldn't do it then. So the only time I can really do it is on Sunday, because I've got all the notes for it. So if you can all bear with me until next Sunday, that is when we'll get on to our Odds and Sods series. I'm really looking forward to that. Hopefully I'll have some more features and more stories to talk about on that video, or in that series by then. So we're going to have a fair few. But regardless of that, I will be doing WWE this Sunday, and then after that I'll try and get the WWE videos done on a Thursday. So I know we're in the middle of this, but let me just tell you, Monday football video. Okay, so the plan, let's go through it quickly. Sorry about that, I'm going to have to cut that bit off. Mondays, football video, like we usually do. Wednesday, Conspiracy Wednesday. Thursday, our wrestling video, which isn't for all of you, obviously. So please don't unsubscribe if you don't like it. Just ignore that video and go on to the next one. Friday, back to the football. Saturday, True Crime Saturday. And Sunday, Odds and Sods Sunday. So the only day you won't get a video from me, unless something goes drastically wrong, is on a Tuesday, when we'll have a break. Okay, let's get back to the video. Number 55 in our list is Joshua Kimmich of Bayern Munich. One of the most technically sound players in the Bundesliga, if not Europe. Kimmich's biggest problem is that head coaches don't know where to play him. Last season at right back, he managed double figures in assists for the first time in his career, reminding everyone just how devastatingly good he is at whipping the ball into the box. Since then, his play has suffered from collective crises at Bayern Munich and with Germany. His talent is undeniable, but next year will decide just how good he will be and in which position, with Niko Kovac increasingly reverting Kimmich to the midfield role afforded him by Pep Guardiola. 54. Fernandinho of Manchester City. Fernandinho continues to get better with age, and although the plaudits invariably go elsewhere at the Etihad, he is as important to Man City's cause as any of his teammates. The Brazilian made 34 appearances as Pep Guardiola's Centurions won the Premier League title in style, and he's been ever present so far this season, despite turning 33 in May. A tremendous reader of the game, who expertly breaks up play and holds opposition counters in front of the back four. The former Shakhtar Donetsk man is also an excellent passer, who helps start Man City's attacks. He ain't a bad player, to be fair, Fernandinho. Number 53, Lorenzo Insigne of Napoli. The memory of Napoli's homegrown hero scoring a late Champions League winner at the San Paolo might make Liverpool fans shudder, but the Reds, despite eventually going through at the Partenopé's expense, were far from the only team to suffer at the 27-year-old's feet. A month later, he sent a penalty past Gianluigi Buffon during a 1-1 draw with PSG to become the first Italian to score in 5 consecutive home games in the competition. Yeah, I like Lorenzo Insigne. Ain't done too bad, to be fair, for Napoli, and yeah, good play. Was he at Bayern Munich? Let's find out. I'm sure he had a bit of a bad spell at Bayern Munich. Sorry, Borussia Dortmund. Let's have a quick look. Looky. Oh, my shoulder's still playing up big time. Nope, just at Napoli. He's just had a couple of loan spells. He began his career at Napoli in 2009, and he's there now, doing very well for them. 52, Bernardo Silva of Manchester City. Man City have barely missed Kevin De Bruyne in the opening months of 2018-19, which is largely due to Bernardo's brilliant form. The Portuguese was a peripheral figure last season, although he still made 35 Premier League appearances and chipped in with 6 goals and 4 assists, but has arguably been City's standout performer in the first half of the current campaign. To be fair, he's looked pretty good. I mean, he's in my dream team, or at least he was. I think he was at one point, I don't think he's now though. Number 51, Sergio Busquets of Barcelona. Yes, he's arguably still the best player in his position, but there have been signs that Busquets' prodigious powers are on the wane in 2018. Poor at the World Cup, admittedly, he's not alone among Spaniards there. The midfield anchor also started the current La Liga campaign slowly. There are, however, signs of an Indian summer for Busquets, thanks to Barca new boy Arthur, a carbon copy of Xavi. The Brazilian's metronomic passing should allow Bussy to focus on the dark arts at which he still excels. Fair enough. Throw in the highly rated Carlos Alenia to give the 30-year-old an occasional breather, and 2019 could well be a year of resurgence for Busquets. The problem I have is I don't watch Spanish football week in, week out, so I literally don't know just how good Busquets is. I'll see him in the Champions League, I'll see him during international games for Spain. That's pretty much it. If there's a big game on, Real, Barca, Atletico, I'll watch those matches. But very rarely I won't tune in for Barcelona, Eibar, or Celta Vigo, for that matter. Number 50, and it's that man, Paul Pogba of Manchester United. History may well look back on Pogba's 2018 as the crowning moment of his career, with his heavy involvement in France's World Cup triumph and a goal in the final against Croatia. Today, the nuance is much clearer, and much of his last 12 months has been blighted by his uneasy relationship with Jose at United. Pogba has every right to be put out. That club, which brought him back as a world record signing, has never sought to build the team around him, and he's proved at international level just how potent and selfless he can be in the right environment. Okay, bear in mind this list was done before Jose was sacked, so now imagine, or now think about it as though, look how well Pogba is doing under Solskjaer, under a manager who's happy to let him just plays football. He's doing fantastic. 49. Kyle Walker of Manchester City. A rampaging right back whose game was defined by constant surges down the flank, Walker has proven in 2018 that he's far from one-dimensional. The former Tottenham man played a key role in Man City's Premier League success, curbing his attacking instincts and moving infield, while Sterling provided the width higher upfield. The trend continued at the World Cup, where Southgate deployed Walker as a right-sided centre-back in his three-man defence. The 28-year-old is still very capable of a buccaneering burst, thanks to his astonishing pace, not paste. But this was the year in which he became a more rounded footballer. Number 48, and one of the best centre-backs in the Premier League, Jan Vertonghen at Tottenham Hotspur. It's been another year of growth and improvement for Vertonghen. Calm and elegant in possession, the imposing stopper has continued to offer a dependable option out of defence that Spurs look to when facing deep-lying teams. One that Belgium utilised to great effect during their run to the World Cup semi-finals. In 2018, Vertonghen has been one of the few consistencies in an ever-changing Tottenham backline, with his right-hand man Alderweireld picking up a relatively serious injury back in November. Vertonghen was tasked with helping bring through a raw talent in Davinson Sanchez. I think both Sanchez and Vertonghen have done fantastic, and Alderweireld's back in the team now. I think Vertonghen's out at the minute, he's out injured, unfortunately for him, but they're not doing too bad defensively, Tottenham. 47. Thomas Meunier of PSG. He scored some good goals this season. Champions League, weren't he? Got a couple of goals. Slowly but surely, Meunier, or was he at the World Cup I'm thinking of? One of the two, all pretty good anyway, has emerged as one of the world's best fullbacks over the last 12 months. An effective performer for Belgium at the World Cup, he has benefited from the injury that sidelined Dani Alves for much of the year to pin down a place in PSG's starting lineup and post impressively consistent displays throughout 2018. Rebooting the theory that smaller players are better suited to the fullback position. 6'3", Meunier is an arresting sight, manoeuvring his considerable frame up and down the flank. He has looked pretty good for PSG and Belgium. I wanted him at United a couple of years ago before. Well, I'd like him there now. The new lad, Delot, hasn't looked great yet. He's not really given much of a chance, and Valencia's on his way out. So I wouldn't say no if we was to go and sign Meunier. 46, and he's Christian Eriksen of Tottenham. Spurs' most technically and proficient player has continued to cement his status as the creative spark for both club most valuable players in the Premier League. He's had a great season, and unfortunately, when Real Madrid comes sniffing, you're not going to say no every time. And the lad has given Tottenham a good few years. I'm not sure how many now, about 5 years, I reckon, maybe longer. He's 26 now. I reckon he came to us about 2021, and he's just got better and better. And at 26, he's got like a good 5 or 6 years left at the top of the game, if maybe 7 years. So why wouldn't he want to go spend at Real Madrid and potentially win Champions Leagues, Spanish League titles, whatever it could win? Of course he's going to want to do that. And I don't think Tottenham can deny him that realistically. As if they get 70, 80 million for Eriksen, who only has 1 season to go at the end after this season, then that's good money. 45, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang of Arsenal. Now, when he came in there, he looked great at Arsenal, and it was like the second half of the season where he got a few goals, and this season he picked up where he left off, but lately he's died off a bit, and I think if he did it in this list now, I don't think he'd be in at 45. 44, Cesar Azpilicueta of Chelsea. Continues to be first choice. Don't matter who the manager is. Jose, Conte, Sarri, whoever the manager, they'll always pick Azpilicueta as one of their first choice names on their starting 11 list. He's just so reliable. Left back, right back if you need him, centre back. He could play anywhere in the back three. Great player. Number 43, Sergio Ramos. He has his critics, especially those in Liverpool, but it's difficult to completely write off Sergio Ramos just yet. The Spanish warhorse is the biggest presence in the dressing room for both club and country, although whether you can consider that a good thing is open for debate. Ramos is always assured and confident in his decision making and has made a habit of popping up in the right places at the right times throughout his illustrious career. But 2018 has been far from his best year for club and country. Spain's dismal World Cup showing came either side of Real Madrid's underachievement in La Liga, though the 32-year-old can lay claim to yet another Champions League trophy. Number 42. You know, I could have swore I had ketchup on my face. No, sorry guys, I haven't got a mirror, so I'm to look in the camera. I had a sausage sandwich this morning. I thought there was ketchup all over my buddy cop. 42. Alisson of Liverpool. Now, when he was being linked with a move, or when they actually signed him, I was like, what the hell? You put 7 goals past him in 1 game in the Champions League last season. Why the hell do you want to go and sign a keeper that let in 7 goals against your team in the Champions League? But how wrong have I been? With him and Van Dijk at the back, they have easily become possibly the best team in the Premier League this season. Definitely up there with Man City, and push comes to shove, who do I want to win the title? I think Liverpool. I don't want to see winning back-to-back titles. No chance. Thank you very much. So I think I would go with Liverpool to win it this time, and then United next season. Number 41, Dani Carvajal, the Real Madrid right back. Despite plenty of injury problems over the last 12 months, Carvajal is surely the most well-rounded right back in world football. Fullbacks were vital in attack under Zidane, as Real Madrid lifted another Champions League, and Carvajal's marauding runs down the right allowed the likes of Ronaldo and Benzema to profit from regular service. Carvajal gets the balance just right for what's expected from modern wing-backs. And in at number 40, and our last one of the day, we have Samuel Umtiti of Barcelona. It's been a stellar year for Umtiti, in which he has reinforced his status as one of the world's premier centre-backs. Big Sam earned his nickname through power and strength rather than his relatively modest stature, or any penchant for pints of wine, and his personality and consistency were key in Barcelona's double win and France's World Cup glory. His worth as a mainstay for both teams was underlined further during his 2-month injury layoff in autumn by his last game out. A 4-3 home defeat to Betis in mid-November, Barca's was the 15th best defence in La Liga, while France failed to make the Nations League Final Four the stadium. Great stadium. That's the Molineux. It's Wolves taking on Leicester at 12:30. And I'm going to predict a Wolves win. Yes, I know they got battered in the last game against Man City, 3-0. And Willy Bolly is missing for this game, which is a huge loss. I think Leander Dendoncker might be brought in for the game. And to take over from Willy Bolly, who I think will miss the next 2 games. And I reckon Wolves could win this game at home to Leicester. Leicester not in great form. Claude Puel could be. I think if they hadn't had the tragedy that they had at Leicester with their owners, obviously that horrible crash, then I honestly think Leicester would have sacked Claude Puel by now. I think they'll wait till the end of the season and then replace him. We have Liverpool taking on Palace at 3:00. I know Palace got a great win at Man City about a month ago, but I really can't see Palace getting anything away to Liverpool. Liverpool to win this one 4-0, and Wolves to beat Leicester 2-1. Watford take on Burnley at 3:00 tomorrow. Watford can go either way, a win or a loss. You won't be surprised either way. Burnley came back to their best but didn't have a single shot against Fulham last weekend. In a game they won 2-1 thanks to 2 goals from Fulham. I'm going to go with a Watford win, 2-0. Bournemouth West Ham. Bournemouth's results are absolutely disgustingly bad in the Premier League recently. I think they've lost their last 8 Premier League games or something stupid like that. I'm sure that's correct. Which is just absolutely terrible. I'm just trying to find out if that's correct. It doesn't say. I was just trying to find out the last result. Here we go. So this takes us up to... Yeah, let's have a quick look at the Bournemouth results recently. A 2-0 loss away at Everton. A 3-1 loss in the FA Cup to Brighton at home. A 3-3 draw with Watford in the Premier League. So they didn't lose that one. A 4-1 loss to United. 5-0 loss to Tottenham. And then they beat Brighton 2-0 at home. Lost to Chelsea 1-0. So, just in general, in the last 1, 2, 4, 6, 7, the last 7 games, they've lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, lost 5, won 1, drawn 1. That's in all competitions. I'm pretty sure in the Premier League it's a bit worse than that. So, any other manager I feel would be under more pressure, but Eddie Howe is allowed to lose as many games as he wants because he is Bournemouth's Mr. Wonderful. And West Ham, not bad result against Arsenal last weekend, but I think Bournemouth win this game 2-1 to Bournemouth. Newcastle Cardiff tomorrow at 3:00. Both are down the bottom. Cardiff could have lost last weekend against Huddersfield. Huddersfield can't score a goal to save their lives. Newcastle got the win midweek against Blackburn in the FA Cup replay. I'll go with Newcastle to win this game 2-0. Solomon Rondon to get a goal in that game. We have Man United taking on Brighton at 3:00 tomorrow. You can't see past United win surely. I've had 7 Premier League wins in a row and 8 wins in all competitions for Solskjaer if he gets it. I think we'll have too much for Brighton. I reckon Rashford could get himself a goal. Maybe Sanchez plays and gets a goal, or Lukaku comes on, gets a goal. I love what Solskjaer's done. I love that he wasn't scared to just drop Lukaku. He's like, you're not going to be my first choice, mate. You might go on and get goals, and you might even start games, but Rashford is my first choice. I love that about Solskjaer. I reckon United to win 3-0. Southampton, Everton. Everton, they're still all over the shop. I know they beat Bournemouth last weekend, but they are all over the shop. And Southampton ain't doing too bad. I know they lost to Derby in the FA Cup replay midweek. Maybe Everton a bit fresher, but it all depends who Southampton picked in that game. I'm not sure what their lineup was. I reckon a 2-2 draw in this match. And at 5:30 tomorrow, huge game, Arsenal-Chelsea. If Arsenal slip up in this match, then they can write off any chance at all getting near the top 4. And Chelsea lose, that's going to open the door for United. If United win and Arsenal win, Chelsea needs to be looking over their shoulder. I'm going to go with an Arsenal win here, believe it or not. Higuain hasn't arrived yet, and obviously won't be ready to play against Arsenal tomorrow. So I'm going to go with Arsenal to win 2-1. Though I say he hasn't arrived yet, I haven't checked. He might be there now. I've not checked in the last half an hour on Sky Sports News. On Sunday, we have Huddersfield taking on Man City. Bloody hell. That was a 1:30. Quite literally, that could be any score to Man City. 7-0, 10-0, 15-0. Wagner's gone from Huddersfield. I think he'd rather get out before this game come along. Man City to win 4-0. And Fulham taking on Tottenham. Tottenham with no Harry Kane, he's out injured. No Musa Sissoko. And no Heung-min Son. Tough game for Tottenham, really. Without those players in their team. Defensively, this should be alright. I think they to replace Lloris at the end of the season. Though I think Pochettino is too nice to do that. I'm going to go with a Tottenham win 2-1. Dele Alli to get a goal and maybe Llorente or Lamela. I don't know who's going to play up front. I guess you have to go with Llorente, obviously. And I think Lucas Moura, I think he's out injured at the minute still. Is that all the games for the weekend? Let's have a look. 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah, that's all the games for this week. Is there any midweek? Yes, we have Premier League on Tuesday. Wow. No, we don't. No, we don't. No, we don't. No, we don't. Why don't we? I don't know. That's up till the 29th, so that's the week after. Okay. So yeah, it's your fixtures for this week. There's no games next weekend then. Doesn't look like it for some reason. I don't know. That's my predictions for the weekend, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you have, thumbs up, subscribe, comment below, hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos. Check out tomorrow's video. True Crime Saturday. Charles Manson. I'm about to record it. Take care. See you later. Bye.